Property matter na serious business, so one of the best investments wey person fit get for life. You fit interact with us on top the show or talk to engineer Debo through we phone numbers wey be 08173147589 and 08105434984.
Today, I want to talk about green building concepts.
When I first hear the word green building, when you send me this topic, I say, someone like to what you want to put in color green. Maybe some house they will say that color green they paint them. Now maybe now even policy now say you must paint some
brown so green.
So go the roof where would they use now? If you be big man, get one particular roofing where they use now. One roofing seat, someone thick brown by you go see this one a big man. You don't need to tell you. One is they like pan like this one a middle man. Then if you go by normal pan, I'm the Lord Lily. But there are some roofing sheets. Once you see them from far, so when you say green, I say someone like to do what they pay. Once you say an green and a big man house, I mean, where did be green building?
Okay, well, green building is a concept. Let's put it that way. It's a concept where we say the major thing it tries to achieve is to be environmentally friendly. That is, sustainability is the main goal, and to be cost efficient, save cost. So those are the two major things it tries to achieve: environmental friendliness and cost savings. Those are the two things. Because what we bring and be say, we discover, just like you know, all this ozone layer, depletion, all of those things ahead that we talk about. We realize say if we dey continue to just dey do life as we dey go
carbon emission
anyhow, now by ourselves we go destroy and finish
the ozone layer.
Now by ourselves we go destroy and finish this world, because all these things wey we dey use to construct, if we continue to do them mindlessly, just the limestone, just the do am, they do cement, they do, anything. You go see say we go they suffer am as we they go. I don't know whether you don't go near or you don't get reports of people or settlements where they close to cement factories before. You understand? Where then they mine limestone.
Have you quarry?
You understand? Or those quarry, they get things where then they suffer impacts where they happen for those environments.
Like
when we say some villages don't close.
They don't empty.
They have to relocate them. You know, some people, their problem is not even just physical deterioration of their assets, but sometimes it causes health
damage
challenges to them, you know. So now in the world content saying, you know what, we have to start to be mindful about, yes, a man must live in a house. But let's start to be mindful about how we do it, because we realize, say, in those days of our fathers, you see whether they used to build houses, there are not things that are really detrimental. You understand? You go use your hand, do mud.
Elevator.
You know if you use your hand.
No elevator.
Yes. Yes, you know if you use your hand, do cement. Your hand go chop finish. You understand what I talk? So you know if you use your hand, handle some of the materials where we say they use put for house. Look at this material. You know there was a time research was done, and it was clear that the asbestos we use, you understand, it has some ingredients in it that even causes is carcinogenic. Is that what they call it? Yes. It can hit cancer.
It's cancerous.
It can hit cancer. You understand what I'm saying? So they say people should not. They research people that are working in those places and people that are living in houses that have
those asbestos, and
they realize that it has accounted for a number of them ending up having cancer. You know, so all of these things. But before, when our fathers they build house, what did they use cover the house?
But remember they get bamboo. And it's always very cool. And even the alarm they hot.
You know,
the alarm will go cold like this in brick house.
So what we are now doing, what we are now talking about with green is that we have to start to be mindful about the environment, and in fact, it also saves us money. So why won't we do it? So another reason for the concept is so that we can start to consider the impact of properties where they are situated more reasonably. There are some properties that should not be in certain places. The kind of hazard they cause in those areas are not things that can be easily addressed. You understand? So green building talks majorly about safety, the material, the quality of it, the reusability of it, saving of cost, and also the siting, consciousness of the siting of properties or building in places such that it is more sustainable. So that's another major thing. Green building is more about sustainability. How can we continue to do what is it that we can be doing that we can continue to do without causing so much damage, you understand, to the existence of human and everything as we normally have it. So take for example, then when I say it's about concept, it then dovetails into something about design, the way we design our houses, the materials we use to build them, the technology we use to build them. You understand? So it starts to get into that. For example, these days, you realize we were talking about mud, Abi? In our own kind of environment, we have a material that we call laterite block, for example, that is, even in our tropical environment, is much better to use laterite block to build our houses than the type of concrete block we use right now.
Why you talk so?
It's much better in the sense that, one, I told you about saving costs.
Yes.
It will save costs. Two, it's even more secured. In terms of laterite blocks are known to be bulletproof.
So now the brick.
Red brick in a way, there are red bricks that are burnt, there are those that are not. So I'm talking about the one that is not burnt, just compressed.
Yes,
just compressed. You understand? That's laterite block. It has its own disadvantage, but those are some of the major advantages. It is friendly. When you stay in a laterite building, just like when you stay in a mud house inside, it's not that hot inside when it's hot outside. Exactly the same thing. Meaning that if you even use AC in that type of place now, you won't consume as much AC. So power, energy consumption will be low. You understand?
AC for kitchen, AC for parlor,
AC everywhere. So we talk about material usage, we talk about cost savings. You understand? In all of these things. So it's very, very important that we look at. That is an example of a material now. Now,
sorry, sir. Let me quickly ask a question.
Okay.
I've come to realize that in Western worlds, these days, from most of the movies we see, àwọn Igbo gan tí wọ́n lajú, Igbo people wey be say they highly civilized, most of their house Pako ni. Na Pako na be most of their, but after painting it and everything, you hardly know, because I don't watch most of their films, and even in Hollywood movies, you go see say they fit quickly create 500 houses here now because na just pa. One by the power of easy. You want the kangi, they spray it. Wait. Good now, and it's always very beautiful. What stops us from doing such in this part of the world? Is there a policy that says we can't try it, or is there a major disadvantage? But you do a roll because over there you see that the one women I don't see, majority of them no be when to kankere powers into it. Majority now lovely wood, they will just arrange it, be piling, everything don't start. Is there any law that stops us from achieving such, so that person no go dey run around lórí bó fẹ́ kọ́lé?
Well, if I go straight to your answer to your question, in terms of law, no law will prevent us. But you see, the world of marketing and sales is a very strong environment. Marketing and sales. Somebody who is manufacturing something and wants you to buy that thing, there is a way he will start to toil with your consciousness. You understand? Such that it is that thing you start to regard as what you must get to belong.
They put it in your eyes.
You know, to belong.
Article of ostentation.
Because if we look at it, we are referring back again to olden days. If we look at it, our fathers and all, if you go to the villages and all, they were building houses with these planks you are talking about. Deckings.
In Ijebu, ilé onídìílé for decking.
But the decking is wood. Do you understand? And some of those houses are still standing till today and are strong. But you see, now we have so much been tilted towards, we've drifted towards the type of materials we now use, such that even the damages and all it causes, we are blind to them. Do you understand? And we now have to live with them because that is what is now acceptable. It will take a government, it will take huge investment to start to reorientate us in a direction that will be more sustainable and will be more green.
That will make us know, say this thing, nothing is done. We even put carpet on top, fine.
Exactly.
Well,
exactly.
I don't know, but now here we go, they draw the curtain on top this green building concept for today. If Debo would like to take us
we'll
continue next week, most definitely next week, because our Alejo who are going to talk about in property and self-done standard, we will be right back.
Property matter na serious business, so one of the best investments wey person fit get for life. You fit interact with us on top the show or talk to engineer Debo through we phone numbers wey be 08173147589 and 08105434984.